You need to always make sure that you embed quotes. There's a few ways of doing this. Let me show you. As Jane Smith explains, a duck's quack doesn't echo. All right, so here's our quote. And this right here, as Jane Smith explains, introduces the quote. This is a dependent clause. It introduces the quote, and you want to make sure you put a comma after that phrase. And then comes your quote. Notice the quotation marks. Notice the period that goes inside the question marks. And of course, this is a complete sentence. Here's another example. In the article, Jane Smith writes, here's your introduction to the quote. There's your comma. And then here's your quote. Notice it's a sentence. There are the quotation marks. And there is the period within the quotation marks. Now there's another way of doing it. You can connect a quote to a complete sentence. Take a look. This is a full sentence. Jane Smith argues that there are many good reasons for consuming dark chocolate. That is a complete sentence. And right here is your quote. So to be able to connect these two, you want to use a colon. A colon, two dots. Two dots. You can connect a complete sentence with your quote. And notice your quote is a complete sentence within quotation marks and a period that goes inside. And there's one other way of embedding your quotes, and that is to build a complete sentence from your quote. Take a look. The study clearly explains how dolphins sleep with one eye open. All right, so here is your direct quote. Dolphins sleep with one eye open. The study clearly explains how. When we put these two together, the quote and its introduction, it makes a smooth sounding sentence. The study clearly explains how dolphins sleep with one eye open. You can embed quotes using this method too. But notice a couple things. First of all, the quote itself is not a sentence. Rather, there's no capital letter there. Rather, it is a part of the introduction, so it makes it a complete sentence. You need to make sure when you do it this way that you do not put a comma in front of the quote. And notice you still have the quotation marks.